Well guys, here we are in our backyard and I have a special project planned for today. Recently my daughter and I were talking and discussing something, I don't even remember what, but we got talking about playgrounds and she mentioned how she enjoys swinging. And that's the only thing she really likes on a playground is a swing set. Of course she's getting older, but she did mention how she would like a swing. And I thought to myself, that is something I can definitely do. We're going to be building a swing set right here today in our yard. And it's going to be a big one because she's getting older and we're older and everybody wants to swing. So why not make a nice big swing set? So after scouting out the yard, we decided to put it right here behind our gardens. I picked up some hardware and some lumber. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to start by dragging over the top beam. Let me just look at all these and pick the best one. I think it's going to be that one. Yeah. Now I just got through the hardest part of the job, planning. Guys, it takes me forever to commit to a plan because I get so nervous about that first cut or that first hole. I know once I start drilling holes in this beam, there's no going back. I mean, there is, but there's not. So I was really careful in trying to figure out exactly how far apart to put all my holes for everything to hang. And I think I got it right, but I just got to remember that even if I hate it, it's just new holes or a new beam, it's not that big of a deal. Life goes on, but I think we're going to be happy with this layout. So we're using a 12-foot top beam, and that's a little bit wider than recommended, but I wanted to make sure that we have enough room for everything. The top beam is 4x6, so it's 5.5 inches thick, and I have to drill holes for these big bolts to go right through it to hold our swing brackets. So I'm just going to go halfway. I marked top and bottom, and we're going to go halfway and halfway. The hardest part I think is going to be keeping this straight. I'm going to start with one hole. I just want to see how it lines up and if the bolt goes through.
Good idea.
Because I might want to get a bigger drill bit. Wow.
Well, it seems like it lined up, right?
Not totally, because it's got a little bit of... Yeah,
Looks good to me.
it works. All right, I guess I'll go down the line. Now I have a center mark. We're not drilling. That's just the center of where I wanted my brackets. Just so you know what that's about. Now check out these heavy duty brackets that I found online. It was hard shopping for these because there were so many mixed reviews on all of them. I just hope I got good ones. There's no lubrication in here, but there is a bronze bushing, and that acts as kind of like a bushing, a bearing, helps it glide. Wouldn't hurt to squirt something in there to help keep it smooth. Yeah.
Looking through a pile of wrenches. You always find every measurement under the sun, except for the one that you need. You know?
Yep.
Marco Rosso.
So now we're just tightening all these down nice and snug. Now these are nylon lock nuts, and that means that they shouldn't loosen up. They have a nylon sleeve kind of in there that holds tight against the bolt to keep them from spinning. Okay guys, here's the fun part. We're finally done with all the slow hardware. We're gonna see it start coming together. I wanted to keep this build quick and easy. There's so many ways we could have done this, but I decided to pick up these heavy duty brackets. They're designed just for this job. So there it is. It looks cool. Hopefully it all fits. I'm just gonna slide this top beam right through here. We're gonna bolt it in. It does come with bolts. I'm gonna use my own though because I wanna use some black bolts. These are heavy duty and will easily replace the silver zinc plated bolts that came with it. It'll look better, it'll last longer, won't have all these silver screws showing, so that's why I'm doing that. Oh, there it is. Wow. So, what are you guys working on?
I have decided to metal protect. I feel like it's a good time to. So look at this. This is all the stuff that we have found.
And rusty right now.
So
It's in a ton of different pieces.
We found some pennies and stuff.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just pennies?
Yeah, I think so. A couple nuts too.
I'm in for Bill. We found something over here. Somewhere over here.
Let's see. Whoa.
So there's like something there that we have to dig up.
All right, we'll check on you later.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get closer to the middle, take some weight off it.
I'm not doing anything.
So I'm just trying to get it so that we can put the legs in it and stand it up and it'll be close to where it needs to be. I'm gonna go grab the legs. We got some big, long, 10-foot 4x4s. I know 10 feet seems long. We could always make them shorter. I didn't want to start with something too short. So let's see how they look. So I'm just gonna lag these in. You know guys, I was having this idea. To make this whole thing last even longer, if you took some flashing tape and you wrapped around the wood before putting them in these sleeves, it would isolate the copper treatment from the steel. This steel is powder coated, but steel and copper don't mix. It can cause some rust and corrosion over time. So if you wrapped all your treated lumber with flashing tape before putting them in, it would probably make this whole thing last even longer, like forever. So I'm not worried about it right now, but just a little thought for an upgrade. Now I gotta lift this in. Let's see how that goes.
Some thin out, Dada.
Yeah?
You gotta wait.
Okay. Step away from this, please.
Watch out. Okay, that'll work for now.
We're gonna get some wood. We got some spare lumber over here. We're gonna try to make a cross piece to hold these firm, because this is scary leaving that suspended just by this bracket. I'm thinking one of these. Okay, this is, I don't think these are treated. Is this one treated? This one's treated. So what we're gonna do is put a temporary brace on here until we can get it up in the air, just to hold the legs from going all over the place. Once we get it up, we're gonna put an even stronger brace on once we get the legs exactly where we want, because it's hard with it laying on its side. So that should hold that for now.
Yes.
We'll get those black screws. Oh, that hurt my bit.
Don't do it.
Excavator. All right, I think we figured it out. We had some wobble side to side. This way is firm, but the sideways, it was kind of loose. And I was looking at the brackets and the leg brackets. Keep in mind, we're using 10-foot legs. These are tall. Well, the leg brackets, the opening is kind of loose. The 4x4, it fits into it loosely. and I think there was some play there. So what I did was I unbolted it, and I bolted it tight to one side, and then I shimmed the other side before bolting it in so that the leg would be snug in there. So I have it all shimmed in basically inside the bracket. And it does feel a lot more rigid. It has a little bit of play, but it's rigid. If I need to stabilize it, I can anchor it down with some cables or put some corner supports up here to tie it together. But so far it's coming together good. This thing is massive. You see how big this is? I can't even come close. Before I anchor it to the ground, I want to make sure it's not too tall. So I'm going to go ahead and hang some swings and just see how it feels. And then if we like it, we'll anchor it. If we feel like we need to lower it, we can cut a foot off the legs or something, but I think it's going to be good. I was shopping for swings. I didn't know what I wanted. These looked interesting. I don't know if they're going to be any good. I'm checking them out for the first time right now. I thought this was cool because it has a rope instead of chains and a solid seat instead of those rubber seats that squeeze you. Let's see how this will. Look how low that hangs, that's crazy. More. More maybe.
Yep.
Keep in mind that the swing set might not be level yet. We gotta put the level on the top of it.
Look straight.
Okay.
Sit on it, see how that feels. I think that side still has to go up a little, but.
I like this height.
Good height?
For me, yeah. Oh, this seat is way better than the kind that squeezes your hips.
Does it feel okay?
Yeah.
You're the first one to try it. You want to give it a shot though?
Yeah.
Come on, Grandma.
Oh, you can hold it on the black.
Anywhere you want. Yeah. It's probably where you're supposed to hold it.
Yeah.
With that said, I think the seat works. It looks good. I'll go ahead and install the second one. I think the swing set's going to be a good height. I don't think we're going to lower it. We still might have to level it though. I don't think it's perfectly level, but it's pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one hooked on. Sits much higher.
That's level, I guess.
Ooh, these are rubbery. I don't like how those feel. I'll hold the rope. Oh yeah, this feels good. This is smooth.
It looks smooth.
Oh, I'm getting sick already. Did you guys know that swinging makes me nauseous? I can't stand that kind of motion. But we got our two swings on. This is looking awesome. I'm so happy with how this is coming out and it feels really stable. I don't have it anchored and it feels stable.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't go over the moon or anything, but it's... You notice we got a middle hook here. I only bought two swings, but I did buy something else. So I got this just because I think it's cool. Hopefully it's not too weak. Trapeze. Guys, I just like hanging on stuff. I finally have something to hang on in our yard. For the longest time, I've been wanting to build a chin-up bar in our backyard just for fun. And I might still do that, but I might get some better hooks than these. I know they're probably strong, but I like those other kind better. Let me hang this one up.
I don't.
Unhook the other one. Come here a minute. Can you reach these things? Those hooks? These right here. Can you reach those with your hands? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. At least he can use that one. Okay, you ready? Oh, my back can't take this.
Why don't we just get something like a ladder?
Oh, we're on the last one here. Okay, I gotta center you for a minute. It helps you stand up.
Got it? Done.
It's all done? Everything is done.
Yeah, let's see.
Yes, I see.
How are you doing that?
Your face is doing that too.
Is that too tall for you?
Yeah.
It holds me.
Yeah.
It's all done.
It's a little short for chin-ups, but it's good for swinging.
Can you help me go?
Get the hang of it.
I like ways I can exercise where it's not boring or overly exhausting.
I set the trapeze bar high enough that Maverick can grab the rings if he wants to just play. So low enough for that, but high enough that I can hang on it. Mama can hang on it. These guys can have fun with it. A good balance for everybody. The swing set, look at it, super stable. It's not anchored yet. It's not as shaky as I thought it would be. You'll get the hang of it. Now, the swing is slightly high for Maverick, but I think I'm going to leave it high because then anybody can get on the swing. We don't want it too low because then Maverick's the only one that can really use it. It's not lifting at all.
Whoa. I almost slipped off my feet.
Whoa.
I don't know how I'm doing it so good.
I'm happy with this. I guess the last step to this job is just fastening it to the ground for safety. Let's get it anchored. I put the level up here on the top beam to make sure it was level. This side was a little high, so we dug the feet down just a hair. So I hope you can see with the sun in your eyes, but it's level. Now this part, this is probably pointless. I don't know if this is gonna make a difference, but I picked up some post caps. These are copper, and these go on the deck posts to pretty them up. I'm going to be putting it on the bottom. I just feel bad about having an end grain mashing into the wet soil all the time, and I feel like this will protect it from decay a little longer. So, can I lift this and somebody tuck this in there? So now it's not touching directly to the earth.
Did
Is it on all the way?
Yeah.
There.
There we go.
There we go. And now for the anchoring kit. I was worried that this kit might be a little too small, but seeing how the swing set wasn't moving at all, I kind of feel like whatever this is will be enough. Look at these little ground anchors. So I guess we're going to twist these into the ground. And then when we get it down flush, we put the strap through there, we just bend it and screw this, bolt this right to the side of the leg. I don't think it's going in anymore.
I'll try it. I'm moving it over and going up straight.
Oh, it's so slow to unscrew. After much struggling, we finally found a spot that the anchor would go into. I feel good now. Good and hungry. There we go. I was using this anchor, which I already had, just to drill into the ground. This is kind of a mini ground anchor. It was easier for me to drill this in with my drill to feel and to find a spot that didn't have anything hard in it. So that's how I found a spot. So basically, I can put this in here and just get a feel of the ground. You can see, I should be able to get this in right there.
I know that's
Will these seats sag over time?
No, they're not supposed to.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Wooden wrench.
Yeah, it's the right width. I wish these came pre-bent so I could line the holes up easier. Okay. Whoa. Wow, guys, we are done. 100%, it's done. We got all 4 anchors in the ground. The anchors are holding fine. I'm not even worried about it because you saw her. She was swinging high, nothing anchored, and it wasn't moving. So these are going to be good, but we got all 4 in the ground, strapped in. I think it wouldn't hurt to throw a little lithium grease or something up there, spray those so they're quiet. They're not bad, but I bet they'll get noisier over time.
Yep.
So we might spray them, but otherwise, guys, the seats are great. You like the seats?
Yep.
Maverick's still getting used to it. He slipped off a couple times, but he really hasn't swung much.
No.
We never really go on the swings with him. So Belle, she's always loved swings.
Yep.
And I just can't get her off it. I'm trying to work and she's just swinging away. I am so happy that we could do something for her, make a little project.
Yep.
I was thinking of, hooking a cable, putting an eye bolt through here, hooking a cable down like to the ground to stabilize it this way. I'm not worried about it right now because putting those shims in the legs really helped, but it does have a little bit of wobble to it. But I think, when you got 4x4s that long, you're gonna have some wobble.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. I love that the seats are easy to adjust. I feel good so far about those. I don't know how long they'll last. They're plastic seats. We're gonna get a lot of sun. They're probably gonna get sun damaged and brittle. I don't know. So don't go running out thinking it's the greatest thing. We're gonna try it.
Yeah.
I think the little upgrades we did are gonna make a big difference. Putting those black bolts on there, I just felt better about it than the silver lag bolts. Those are replacements for 3/8 lags. What else do we? Oh yeah, putting those copper post caps on the feet. I just feel like it's gonna help the legs last longer. Because the end grain is what absorbs the most, and that's where all the bacteria and stuff is in the soil eating.
Yeah.
So if we can stop it, and copper's a natural antibacterial, so if we can put copper on the ends, that's going to help protect the feet.
Hopefully.
And guys, we just made a massive swing set, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed this project. And that's all we have for now. So thanks for watching. And until next time, take care.
Bye.